I'm Tema based, and Tema is next to Accra.
Yes,
and there's nothing to be proud of, there. No, the sitting arrangement and everything there. But when I was DG at that time, we spent some money to revamp the place. Yes, to revamp the place to some level. And it's not good. It is not good at all. So we need to spend some money to raise up, because it's every day. It's a place that activities, people are compelled to be there every day, and work. So we need to see how we can revamp these hotels, refurbish them, upgrade them, and of course, build new high courts, in some of the newly established regional regions, high courts, and others that may come up. So the issue of judicial service, bringing those facilities, to them as far as infrastructure is concerned. Look at the existing, facilities. See, what I always say that if in Accra Tema it's like this, then you can
imagine what's happening here.
Yeah. I mean, the first time I had a case in Sopon. And I drove there and I went to the district court. Gee, I didn't believe.
That was the only way in a court.
It was very sad, Yeah, and you have the same thing, access rules, everything is not good. It is not good. I know that even in Tema, there is a block that is supposed to be the court block. It's been sitting there all these years. It was started by Judge Root, the CJ at the time. No, it's been sitting there all these years and completed. Yeah. So
there's a need to look at infrastructure.
In the judicial service. All of these, yeah. Because these are all things that are very necessary for our cause. And of course, it comes to gender affairs. Yes. Gender affairs, we are talking about markets. Markets. Yes. We're talking about markets.
Because I realize you're the ready mate. Through the market we see.
Exactly.
Every market team.
Everybody.
Somebody tells this is our market, we need to do something about it.
Yeah.
It looks like there are many markets that need some facelift.
Yes. I mean, even the ordinary pavement, there's even the floor, the ground floor. So that when it rains, it doesn't become so muddy. You understand? Yes. And our women, they're prepared to sweep. You understand? Even if there's nobody to clean, they'll sweep it themselves.
They'll clean up their own space,
themselves. Yes. So we should be able to revamp all these areas and upgrade them. Good to pavement, so that when it rains, the water can just run off without any problem. Give them good security around the whole place. So a number of these are sort of things that we'll be looking at, especially the markets, and some of the rest stops and other areas where passengers are always offloading and all those sort of things. These are all facilities that are necessary for our well-being. Then we come to trades. Well, that's also basically the same thing. Trade, the fish markets at certain areas, especially in some of the areas like Nasia area, some of the Accra Plains, areas also like Abosokwai, Swami, Cape Coast. If you look at Abosokwai, which is just next door, I think that we can upgrade it. Yes. Abosokwai, yes. Make it look more decent. More decent. These are things that have got to be discussed with them. Yes.
What can be done?
To make it more decent, so that when it rains in particular, you don't see the problems, but it's when it rains that you begin to see the debt that is all over the place there. Some magazine the same thing, but most of the other areas where we are, what is artisans, you know, it appears they have been neglected or this, but they are doing a lot of work. It's employment. It's employment, and it's also a source of revenue for the country. You know, so we need to look at them and see what we can do as far as basic, you know, cleanliness of their environment is concerned. You know, where is the toilet facility?
Okay.
Where are the laboratory facilities?
That's a key question.
Has anybody asked where is the laboratory facilities that they can really go and defecate? Now, where is there any clinic facility that if something happens, somebody can just be brought there to cut yourself or something like that? You know? So these are all things that we've got to be looking at as we put it into a system.
I'll let you take a rest. We'll take a break. When we come back, there are a few questions on my mind. Because I would like you to talk about roads. Yes. And then the big push. Two big things. And I also want, before you take that, I'm wondering, the things you are planning to do. I know, because everybody looks at former President Mahama and the things that were done in 2016. One of them is Ridge Hospital. You look at Ridge Hospital, even one that was started under former President John Evans Satamels, the Dudua, and even the one that is it East or West Hospital. You look at the facilities, the kind of designing and the nature of projects that you have to deliver under him. Are you not carrying a little too many things?
No.
Because you did the Maritime Hospital. I have seen the Maritime Hospital. I'm like, really? Somebody built this? Like, if you look at all those and the standard that will be expected, if you're doing that in 2016, what you'll be doing in 2025 going forward, are you sure you're not carrying too much?
No. I mean, that's the minimum we can do.
Minimum?
Yes. The Lagana Hospital is not something that we take for granted. We will have to deal with it. We'll have to deal with it. You see, you said we should take a break, so maybe
so we'll take a break. We'll be back. We'll get an answer to that. We have to get an answer to that question. Yes. But before we take that break,
the hospital. I mean, for example, this is a hospital that is pulled down completely. And the guys that they're coming to do A, B, C, D, and then they're sitting there all this while. The fundamental, I'm a civil engineer also, call me a lawyer. Now, the fundamental thing we all know is that before you go to site and the constructor starts working, everything is true. Everything, including mobilization, if there's any. You don't go to site, pull down structures, and go back to bed. That is very offensive. That's criminal. That's unheard of, especially as a state. No, you can't do that. You should not do that. Most of when you are dealing with a health facility, and it's been sitting there until they are redesigning or they are relooking. All these are things that should have been finito, before you come in. So the hospital, general hospital, is something that we will do. We will do. There will be other things that, like you rightly said, one would say, hey, we are promising so that, but no, the population is, the world is not waiting for us. You understand? Yes, the country is not waiting for us. We should be ahead of the population. And that's what I used to tell my people in GPHA. You know, the port must be ahead of Ghana. So whatever we were doing in GPHA during our time was not meant for immediate use. What we have done there, where we expanded Temapor, will be there for the next 100, 150 years or more. What MPS, you see MPS, it's only 4 beds out of 17. You understand?
4 beds.
4 beds out of 17. Out of 17 possible beds. Not all 4. MPS is just taking only 4. Only 4 out of the 17 entire space that's available. Yes. So whatever we are doing, we should be thinking about population growth, living standards, and all that. So it is not a question of we are doing so much. No, we are carrying so much. I know where we're going to go into about the issue of funding and all those sort of things. Yeah. I mean, when we were starting Terminal Port and Takoradi Port, the question was where we going to get the funds from. When we were starting Terminal 3 at the airport, where would you get the funds from? Where in the Ministry of Finance was the money sitting?
Those are key questions.
Exactly. Yes.
And they will remain questions.
They will remain questions.
Yes. Because infrastructure costs money.
It costs money.
Lots of it.
What is important is for people to have faith in you. That is critical.
Okay.
To have faith in you. That's what I'm saying. Rwanda went to war. You go to Rwanda today, it's a different state. It's a different country. What happened? There must be faithfulness. If you have all those things and you are not being faithful to your investors, you are not being faithful to the business community, people are leaving the country every day. They are selling their properties to go. I know people who have come up to me that they have got their warehouses that are selling. They want to leave. That means a lot. That means a lot. This is the property they spent the money on and they are running away. That means a lot. Apart from that, you can increase revenue by reducing costs. Okay.
Increase revenue
by reducing
costs.
Yes.
Okay. Once you spend less, you have more.
Yeah, you are spending on things that you should not spend on. Okay, like the president Aflabere said, you have 100 and something ministers. What are they doing? 100 and something ministers. What on earth are they doing? When all of that could have been done by 60 or probably less ministers. Because you have a minister, you have a deputy minister or something, then you have chief director, deputy chief director, directors, all of these. Then on top, you have the district assemblies and all of these are also, government. So you see that we're spending money. It's like the small bit that is coming, we're just spreading it amongst ourselves. So you put that aside. Okay. The other point is, can the people, the investors, trust you? Okay. Can they believe in you? That is the cardinal point. What should entice somebody to come to Ghana to work? You are a major importer. You're a major exporter. And then you import goods and you've got about 19 to 20 taxes on your list. You won't come again. You certainly will not come again. The taxes in the port are too high. What is this COVID levy? What is that? What is this e-levy? What is that? What does government spend that is doing e-levy? Then you have VAT. You are paying VAT over e-levy.
Yes.
Or when you look at the calculation,
yes.
You pay VAT.
I see VAT on e-levy. Yes.
On e-levy, you pay VAT over COVID levy. What is the meaning of all that? Where did we go to school to learn all this? They don't make sense. And you think that you are making revenue. No, you're telling lies. One of the cardinal things that you can learn even in the streets, and I used to see this in Takoradi, I use that as an example. In Takoradi, just at the roundabout, there was a place called Ezi.
Okay.
It's a drinking spot. And he was selling his Guinness. I don't know, I've forgotten, but if let's say Guinness at that time was 5 cedis elsewhere, he was selling his for 4 cedis, 50 pesos. And his place was always choked because of that. Reduction in cost. So if you increase your costs to people, they will not bring the goods to sell. Okay. They will not bring the things to sell. You go to the port now, and it's basically empty. Somebody brings a car into the country. The cost of bringing that vehicle, the taxes that he has to pay, is more than the value of the vehicle. Yeah. Do you think next time he will come? Remember, you government, you are the one who brought the car. You don't know how he even got the money to buy the car. No. No, it's a fact. So all these are all things that we need to see how we can reduce them and then increase the traffic. Okay. So it is the revenue that will come. Okay. Yes. And of course, go into, maybe I'll be just moving into the issue of expenditure, funding. You see, a lot of the things that I'm speaking about are things that can be funded by the private sector. Okay. Yes. The voter building is sitting down there. People want to. People have applied. Okay. Even getting the approval alone is a problem. It's a project. Okay. Getting the approval alone is a project. It's just like the motorway. We signed it, we approved it. And next guy come and they don't approve it. Today, we are paying money for doing something that we didn't need to pay a single person. So if you ask me whether there's money or not, I say yes, there's money.
Well, we have to take that break.
Thank you very much.
Well, before we take that break, let me ask you.
Yeah. It's nosy, good baby.
What is luck? What is luck? Well, for me, luck is that glorious moment when you find money in your trousers right when you're broke. For others, luck is being picked out of a crowd for a reward. For us, luck is the life-changing event, and we believe everyone deserves a shot at it. Luck is coming. The prize is so exciting, they'll make your hair spin. Want to be the luckiest? Dial *712# and get your ticket. The more you buy, the better your chances of winning. And remember, when you hear that catchy jingle, it's your cue to pay attention. It could be your lucky day. Luck is on its way to you and your community. So stay sharp. The luckiest. Luck is everywhere. Dial *712# and get lucky. And of course, BM21 Enterprise says I should tell you to upgrade your home with the latest and most luxurious appliances from them. Whether you're looking for kitchen gadgets, home entertainment systems, or essential household appliances, BMP at 21 Enterprise got everything you need under one roof. Just go to them. They've got all the top brands. They stock appliances from the most trusted brands in the market. And they have a wide selection from whatever you need, from smart TVs, smartphones and refrigerators to blenders and air conditioners. BMP at 21 Enterprise has it all. And all of this is at affordable prices. Because you get to enjoy wholesale and retail options to suit your budget. You can find them adjacent local government here at Latebi Okoshi, Accra. Call them on these numbers: 054 84 83 930, 054 84 83 930, or 0595 246 963. Don't miss out on bringing home a luxury you've always dreamt of. Visit us today and experience the quality and style like never before. BMP at 21 Enterprise. Bring home the luxury appliances.
Eye Care Day, brought to you by Third Eye Care and Vision Center, is here again. Hooray! Kitty Eye Care Day is a day where children from 0 to 17 years get to enjoy free eye examination, free glasses, and free medications. Kitty Eye Care Day is running from Monday the 26th of August to Friday the 30th of August 2024 at both clinics. Locate us on the premises of Sunny FM, Northridge, and at Airport Residential Area opposite the Mirage Residence. Registration fee is 100 Ghana cedis and the early bird fee is 85 Ghana cedis. Registration starts now and ends on the 30th of August 2024. Each child must be accompanied by a parent or guardian. So don't be left out. Seize this opportunity and get your child's eyes tested. Third Eye Care and Vision Center, your total eye care services provider. Call 054 328 7008 for more information. Terms and conditions apply.
Chinabre, what dream one, Upe baby, Obenya home appliances, papa, and a bow from ato. Any minia, why dream to a toe, a sunset, PMP at 21 Enterprise, Eddie Nemo Yanina Biaba, electronic appliances bang and oh here, smartphone, blender, air conditioner, with them office bed chili, stove, iron, sound system, refrigerator, kettle, microwave, and a rice cooker. Bibia here be a PMP at 21 Enterprise. Wait there, Paula Mantem Nanso Osnedikan 4. PMP at 21 Enterprise. Our adjacent local government. Let be a Koshi Accra. Pipe and a bus stop. Yeah, delivery services, wholesale, and retailing. Frey 0548 483 930. PMP at 21 Enterprise. Bring home the luxury appliances.
Feel every taste, it never spread. Top chocolate spread. Every day, it's our drink. Top choco instant space. It's 3 in 1, and tasty too. Made just for you and I. Top choco, it's chocolate choco. It's chocolate choco. It's chocolate choco.
Enjoy Top Choco Chocolate Spread and 3-in-1 instant mixed chocolate drink anytime, any day. This advert is FDA approved.
Top Choco.
Hey, nowadays, germs are in the air. Aren't you concerned?
Concerned about what?
About the children, of course. In times like this, they sneeze, cough, and fall ill just like that.
This is why we need to give our children and ourselves a fighting chance with the maximum protection of Deotol soap. Deotol soap not only refreshes you, but it can be used for bathing and washing hands. So keep calm, get Deotol soap.
Deotol protects from up to 100 illness-causing germs.
Deotol is endorsed by the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association.
This advert is FDA approved.
Oh, just one thing to deal with, and then we'll conclude with Mr. Anamoo. Well, Hisense is best known for all your electronic appliances such as television, refrigerator, chest freezers, and air conditioners. But did you know Hisense has laser television, gas cookers, washing machine, smartphone, sound system, water dispenser, microwave, blender, rice cooker, kettle, iron, air fryer, just to name a few. As one of the best electronic companies in Ghana, Hisense stands by its products and offers up to 5 years manufacturer defects warranty. The Hisense showrooms across Ghana. Visit any of our showrooms around Accra and also in Tema, Kumasi, Takrady, Takwa, Mankasim, Obuasi, Sunyani, Techiman, Tamale, Hohwe. Good for you to purchase any Hisense products at the best price on the market. Hisense best for quality, best for durability, best for energy efficiency, best for affordability, best for style, and best for technology. For further inquiries, call Hisense on 0302 550000 or visit their website hisense.com.gh. Also, don't forget to follow Hisense on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Hisense has everyday prices for everyday people. Once again, my guest in studio, Mr. Richard Anamoo, is a spokesperson for infrastructure for the National Democratic Congress. And we've been talking for over an hour now. We have to wrap up.
Yes. Sure.
I wish we could continue, actually, because there were many more issues that will ultimately come up. But there's one thing that came up. In the last elections, big issue was the big push.
Yes.
Now, 24-hour economy has taken over, and many other things have also taken over. But the big push is still an agenda, looking to the manifesto.
Yeah, still in there.
Tell us about, has it changed significantly or to be the same thing? What's the agenda?
It is there to tell you that we'll be injecting a lot of capital into some of the major projects. And these major projects, the main vehicle will be the private sector. PPP. PPP. Especially the roads. The big hospitals. So the bigger things like universities and other things, where the private sector can take part. But especially as I said, the road infrastructure is completely dead. That one we do know as a fact. But if we want our economy to grow, to move forward, the road network is critical.
Okay.
Without that, then let's forget about what. Then we could as well all agree that there's no government.
Okay.
Yes.
Without the road sector.
Without the road sector, because you can't, when it's especially when in the dry season you can attempt to move, but when it starts raining, everything comes to a halt. And I saw one video where Bernard Avle is complaining about the way how it was and in Singapore and what have you. It's the same thing. We are here, got independent 57, and today, we are still struggling to move in the city of Accra. On any good roads. That is too bad. So the big push is meant to lift us.
Okay.
Yes, to lift us. In 2020, we're talking about $10 billion. $10 billion.
Okay.
I can tell you that is still there.
Okay.
And it's likely to be bigger than that.
Okay. Bigger than $10 billion?
$10 billion, yeah. It's most likely going to be bigger than that. Because we need to move this country forward. And we should not be looking, as I said, I give you the example of what's happening in the port, there's a lot of all that we need to do is take steps to gain international confidence in the private sector. Get the private sector in to say that, look, I'm prepared to do A, B, and C. As I sit here before you, there are a number of private people who want to do something in the water lake.
Okay.
The water lake.
Okay.
Yes. With their money. With their money. Just as MPS was prepared to construct a terminal in Temaport. Yes. That whole thing is over $1 billion. Over $1 billion. It's not government money. You understand? Yeah. And there are other things. Like our flag bearer has stated, Accra Kumasi Road is a cash cow. If you give it, say, look, develop it and charge. Take it 25, 30, 40 years. We agree on terms. Kumasi to Sinyani, Kumasi to Tamale. This is what we are doing. This what they call Accra to Takrady.
Yes,
it's a major cash cow. It's all because of this underground dealings and funny things and making things too complicated and what have you. When they stopped the motorway with the motorway job, it was put on public tender. They never got anything. They got this current government. They put on public tender, yes. They never got anything. Because the conditions behind the public tender could not be met. You understand? DM says he's coming in and he's going to work to the highest level of ethical standards. And he will require his appointees to even do much higher than he is. It means Ghana first. Ghana first. You are doing something because you cannot build a road for your own self, for your own selective use. You cannot build a school for your own selective use. Whatever happens, people have to join with that. And that is the wonderful. So these money that we are talking about, 10 billion, 20 billion, it will be far more than that, I'm telling you. Yes. But the
you expect to attract more than that.
We expect to attract. The critical issue is to get the international community to trust us. Okay. What you need to find out is how much, let's say the Canadian government, how much have they spent in Ghana so far since this government came into power? Years ago, the Canadian government used to see them, they are drilling wells all over the place. What has happened? What has happened? In GPHA, they gave $120 million under my signature to put up a terminal at Kong, intended to store, to transfer cargo to that place for terminal. 100, and they were prepared to do more. That project has finished. It's standing there. It's standing there. So these are all things that we're saying that it's not just a question of the collection of the taxes that we're talking about. No, we need to review. We'll review the PPP law to make it very friendly, to make it very attractive. Because under the current government, they have written it to make the finance minister look like it's his personal property. You cannot do anything without the finance minister.
Authority.
You cannot do anything without the finance minister, not even the sector minister. We can't work that way. We signed a concession agreement for Takrady Port expansion. He terminated it under his signature without recourse to the Minister of Transport. That is a fact. You know, it tells you that, you know, it looks like somebody was trying to create an empire of his own, you know, and that is what has brought us to our knees at this time. You know, so if businesses are leaving the country, if individuals are leaving the country, and all of that is because they have no confidence in the leadership of our country.
And you intend to turn around that situation?
We need to test.
Win their confidence.
We need to win their confidence. We need to win their confidence and bring them back. Yes. And we're talking from what we have done before, because we have done this before. I mean, if we didn't have that confidence, we would not have had the investment in the Terminal 3 airport. No, we would not have done that. No. And the other businesses that we constructed. So I think that they fear about the big push and where the money is coming from, and people thinking about all that. Now, the first important thing is that, one, the government expenditure is the starting point. Okay. Cut down government
expenditure.
Yes. Waste. I'll not even call it expenditure. It's a government waste. You know, if you have people who are sitting down there doing nothing, especially, I mean, you get up and you are just gathering people and putting them, you know, years ago, before you are recruiting the police service, they always will say, intake this, and people are applying. Now people are going to the services and they don't know how they came inside. The same thing all across people. It's very, very unpalatable. You know, so these are all things that we need to look at. Now, before I forget, we even underwater distribution, we're going to get our 48 engineers regiment, the military, to go in and make sure that they get water to all the rural communities, drill wells, and use even solar panels to be able to provide water in all of these. Yes, there's a lot more that probably we can talk, but the big push is real. Okay, it's real, and we think that we can get the international community. Once they look into our eyes and they trust that, you know, like what's it called? Chachukata was, I mean, I don't know, he made his presentation 2 days ago. What did he say? You know, I mean, they were borrowing at rates higher than if they had gone to IMF. You know, it tells you that there's something wrong. You know, here we are saying that we just need to get the international business community to have faith in us, and they will bring in the revenue for the projects that we intend to do. So that's what we have outlined in the manifesto.
Mr. Anamoo, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.
I hope we get to do this again.